Hello dear students, I welcome you back to the course on gender justice and workplace security. I will continue from where we had left the discussion. We were trying to understand the terms of sex and gender and then move ahead with the identification which happens in society, the gendered socialization and its agents, what are the gender stereotypes and the concept of patriarchy. So, what we understand is that the concept of sex and gender is somewhat different. Sex refers to the physical characteristics or the physical differences which make a man and a woman. So, it is basically a natural difference which is there with regard to the physical make of a person. But when we use the term gender, it does not reflect on that difference, but it is basically the societal difference which exists between man and woman. Now, what is that difference? That difference is in the behavior, the attitudes, the roles which are expected of men and women, and it is as if a difference which encompasses all aspect of life of these two genders. Now, if we just try to recollect maybe an advertisement which comes in television often, which says that men will be men. Very often we take it in a light manner and we laugh over the fact that the man tends to behave in a certain way, which therefore attracts the caption that men will be men and they will behave in a certain way. Now, what is the way which is expected? There are certain expectations which are there with regard to the men in society. And this is very well explained or understood when we look into maybe films for that matter or advertisements, because they show us the mirror of the society. So, if we have a situation that the man is aggressive, man is abusive, man tends to forget, men don't cry, these are certain things which very naturally we come to the conclusion, oh, they are after all men. And the moment we speak in terms of a woman, we immediately look into the other part of it. So, if we see a woman maybe in an advertisement, the best place that she is shown or depicted is in the kitchen. So, she may be preparing the food for the family, she is ironing clothes for the husband, the children, she is involved in different types of household chores, because that is the role expected of her. Now, that is the role, that is the behavior which is compatible to her gender, and that is how society decides the normativity. So, therefore, there are always two distinct perceptions when we come to men and women. Men who are expected to behave and act in a certain manner, women who are expected to act and behave in a different manner. And if it happens that a woman tends to be aggressive, a woman tends to be loud, tends to don a role which is more male in that sense, we immediately come across a situation where we find it very difficult to accept that behavior of a woman. Or if I can give an example, if we just look into just as a matter of illustration, the film titled Mardani. Now that was a Hindi film which was there maybe few years back, with the female lead of the film playing the role of a cop. So she was a police officer and she was seen chasing criminals, beating them out, being abusive in terms of her words, and the gender perception is therefore very well reflected in the title, which sees it as more manly than womanly, because that is what is expected of a man. So therefore, it is as if the society has scripted the story as to how the man and the woman are to behave, and there are certain expectations with regard to the roles that they are expected to play, and how does this role playing happen in society. This is what we say is learned through a process known as socialization, which involves teaching people to behave according to the social norms. Now, therefore, gendered socialization happens in the society. Now, what is this gendered socialization? You can say it is a process by which people learn to behave in a particular way as dictated by societal values, beliefs and attitudes. If we look back and try to understand that why am I the way I am, why do I behave in the way that I do, or why do I like certain things and I do not like certain things, many a times one would probably understand that it has to do with the way one was nurtured, with the values, beliefs which were imbibed in a person since the young age. Now, if you see a boy and a girl and the toys that they play with, or the toys which their parents introduce them to, one can very easily make the distinction. There are ample toys in the market, but if I say a girl child, then one would immediately pick a Barbie doll for that girl. So, generally the understanding is that these dolls are for the girls because they would love to play with those dolls, enact different womanly roles with those dolls. They will have a house, they will decorate the house, they will decorate themselves. So, you have Barbie dolls in different attire and different dresses coming up from time to time, which attracts a lot of attention, a lot of interest. But what is interesting here is at the very beginning of life, there is somewhere an initiation into certain things which happen with the family itself. So, the family tries to introduce the girls to certain ways of life, and that encompasses in everything that they do. It is even in terms of buying a toy for a child, even in that they reflect this gender differences. So, if it is a boy, one would go for maybe a toy machine gun, a toy pistol, a remote car, etc. Because very easy acceptance is that the boy would love something which is adventurous, which would be exciting, which would involve a lot of maybe physical moving around, would show the aggressive part of that boy, and therefore the parents would initiate the boy to certain kind of things, initiate the girl into certain other kind of things. Now, just as an example of toys, etc., similarly with regard to the behavior, in the very beginning of life, if a girl talks loudly or maybe a child talks loudly, in case it is a girl, the family always insists that you must be soft, because girls are expected to be very soft in terms of what they speak, in terms of what they say. They are expected to be submissive. So, if the boy becomes adamant and insists on something, the family feels that they must necessarily fulfill that wish or that demand of that boy. But if it comes from a girl, the feeling or understanding is that she must be made to accept the wish of the family. So, if she is not to be given, she must be made to understand that everything that you ask for cannot be given, and you must learn to subdue your wishes, your desires in light of larger interests which are there. So, in this process, the family at every juncture tries to imbibe different values and beliefs, whereby since the very beginning of life a difference automatically gets created in the process. Apart from that, education has a very big role to play in this process of socialization. In the issue of education, also the difference between the two genders is often well maintained. So, if one sees nursery rhymes to maybe school books to even advanced levels of study, one often comes across this type of a difference which is which pervades in the entire system of education which is given to children. So, maybe in schools you can have different types of games, two separate categories of games for the boy child and one for the girl child. So, if one can see that maybe outdoor games such as cricket, football is often encouraged for boys, but the same is not true in case of girls. So, through the school, through the colleges, many times careers, as to what career one can pursue, some careers are seen as being more manly than others. So, therefore, if one speaks of an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, the first picture that comes to a mind is that of a man wearing one of those other uniforms which are of the profession. So, therefore, it is very difficult to think of a woman in pursuing that profession or that career, and one who does that really raises eyebrows in the society. Sometimes eyebrows because one does not approve of that profession being pursued by a female, and sometimes they are said to be excellent achievers, and there are various adjectives which are put because it becomes very difficult for the society to really accept that a woman can also do the same thing as is done by the other counterpart. Peer groups and media, these also are agents in the process of gendered socialization. Peer groups often tend to further impinge on the fact of gender expectations and gender roles, and they therefore try to further the point which is there. Friends may create pressure on others to behave in a certain way, to abide by certain norms, because they feel that that is expected of them, and the society will view them in a particular manner if they abide by those norms, and the society will reject them or view them as being bad if they do not don those particular roles or particular behavior which is expected of them. Media has a very key and intense role in the process of this gender socialization. As I have taken various examples in terms of advertisements, in terms of films, at every point of time we are exposed to the media, which has a wide reach amongst the entire population, and the media, in the way in which they try to portray the roles of men and women, have far reaching consequences in terms of the fact that they affect and touch upon the lives of millions. So, therefore, recently a trend which one might see, just to take an example with regard to advertisements in televisions, etc., the way in which they try to now break down these barriers which is there between men and women, therefore showing maybe a woman executive who is working, a man who is trying to don the role of a housekeeper, etc., and thereby trying to somewhere bring man and woman into a position of equality. Now, this has been a recent endeavor which is there, but in spite of that, in many situations one finds that the media tries to knowingly or unknowingly emphasize on the traditional roles of men and women in society, and thereby further the issue of gender socialization. So, therefore, these are some of the agents which are there. Apart from that, religion is also taken to be one of the agents in the sense that its preachings, in the sense that the religious expectations and norms somewhere further bring out the concept as to what a woman can do and what a man can do, thereby limiting the role of a woman to certain sphere, and thereby in a process subjugating the role of a woman. So, therefore, this is how gendered socialization happens in society, and therefore, this leads to, or there is this concept of what we call as gender stereotypes. What we all this time were talking of is stereotyping, compartmentalizing men and women in a certain way, whereby certain attitudes, traits and behaviors are seen to attune themselves only with women, or certain attitudes, traits and behaviors are seen to be only of men. Just for example, riding a bike, if that is simply what is given, immediately what comes to the mind is it is a masculine activity. It is something which a man does. So, we may still be okay with a woman riding a scooty, but the moment we say maybe riding a motorbike, then what immediately comes to our mind is that it is a man doing so. And consequently, the reason why we cannot visualize a woman doing so is because the belief that women are too weak or timid to ride a bike. So, this has nothing to do or has very little to do with the reality which is there. Now, whether physically a man or a woman can do it, it may be fine for both of them do it, provided they have the physical capacity, the necessary skill to ride a bike. But somewhere the societal perception or the societal stereotyping has led to a overgeneralization of the entire process, where it is felt that this is a man's work and that is a feminine work. So, if we speak of cooking, if we speak of nurturing a child, what immediately comes to our mind is it is a feminine duty, it is a feminine attribute, because that comes naturally to women. They are born homemakers. So, naturally looking after children, taking care of all household activities, cooking, etc., should come naturally to women, and men are not really suited for the same. So, if a man enters this into this work, one is generally laughed upon and one is generally looked down upon for the simple fact that this is a subordinate activity or a secondary activity, and women are only required to carry out that activity. So, what you see is a sort of a sexism or a prejudicial belief which pervades every section of society, starts from the family and it moves further and further and permeates every section, every level of the society. Now, therefore, this prejudicial belief results in valuing one sex over the other, in terms of valuing the male over the female, because the gender stereotyping leads to a segregation of the roles, the behaviors which are expected of these two. Out of these two, one is more valued by the society than the other, and therefore, there is a sort of a difference which happens between these two groups in society. Now, a very important concept which we often come across whenever there is a discussion on gender stereotyping, etc., is the concept of patriarchy. We often refer to the situation that the society is patriarchal. Now, when we refer to patriarchy, it is basically a social and ideological construct which considers men as superior to women, and it manifests itself in male dominance over women in family and in society. So, the whole concept of patriarchy tries to value the patriarch or the male member or the father and his dominance over the woman. The basic object is to control the woman. So, basically there is a sort of a superiority which is attributed to the males, and this superior class is expected to dominate over the other class, and this is a all pervasive concept or a all pervasive notion which is there in society, and it goes a long way in controlling the position and status of women in society. So, if one sees in the different spheres, whether the labor, whether with regard to sexuality, reproduction, with owning of property, economic resources, with regard to exercise of choice and freedom, with regard to mobility, etc., in all spheres the concept of patriarchy tends to control women. So, whether a woman should marry or should not marry, whether a woman should bear a child or should not bear a child, whether a woman should be a part of the workforce or should not be a part of the workforce, should own property or not, etc. At every aspect it is seen that there is a control of the male over the female. So, in the entire at all points of time since birth till the old age, it is seen that there is a strong control and dominance by the male, whether in the family, it may be in private sphere, patriarchy can be in private sphere or it can be in public sphere. So, where we speak in terms of private sphere as the father being the patriarch, in the public sphere it may be some other male figure, maybe an employer which is there who tries to exercise the same type of dominance with regard to the female workers, because the concept of patriarchy somewhere which is very strong in the minds, the belief, the attitudes of a person, tries to subjugate and dominate and thereby exhibit its hold or superiority over the other class, that is the women. So, in this concept of gender, patriarchy comes as a very, very important notion, where this patriarchal beliefs are seen to have a major role in the subjugation or dominance of women. We will continue with this module in the next session.